Under his leadership, Univision's main broadcast network became the #1 network in America in July of 2013, regardless of language. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Dan and Cesar, thank you.
So I don't know if I was the only one sweating when I was listening to that bio. How do you think about people like my daughter and viewers, this next generation of viewers that are coming up?
We are in a world where the power of consuming content has moved from the programmer or the content provider. That power has now moved to the consumer. We've all heard throughout the years, for those of you that follow a little bit of business, this saying that content is king.
So just to orient folks,
Yes.
We're talking about Jimmy Fallon, right? We're talking about Seth Meyers and your night lineup. We're talking about, your news program,
Sure.
Programming. We're talking about, Saturday Night Live and the whole library. What are a couple other kind of signature pieces of content that?
Sure. Look, just to put it a little.
Just to kind of orient folks.
No, of course. Look, to put it in context, NBC, to take a step back, NBCUniversal, Comcast NBCUniversal is the largest diversified media company in the world. We have a lot of different businesses. We see a lot of potential growth there. And, look, for us, particularly at the Telemundo Enterprises piece of our business, Miami, as we all like to say, is the capital of Latin America in many places. And so I think it just fills me with tremendous pride when I see the growth of Hispanic media and the growth of Spanish language
You're
media
being
here in
so
the States.
polite.
No, it's
Come on. We're at a
the-
bar. We're sharing a beer.
That's right.
I'm your old Univision buddy, and I'm like, stop hurting it. Stop it, man. Stop taking the playbook.
That's very funny.
I think the Super Series is a higher production value, sort of more referring to the kind of tastes of a audience that's seeing
That's here in the United States.
network
That's
television.
used to some of the content they're seeing in English, but they just haven't had, again, a culturally relevant
Right.
option in Spanish language. And we're just launched a new show for Telemundo Enterprises on Saturday nights. This was a big deal for us because Univision had a show there on Saturday nights called Sábado Gigante for 53 years. The reason that's interesting is because sometimes it is a little bit counterintuitive, but the reason it's true and the reason it's interesting is Hispanics are skewed so young. First, I'd say this is the Wild West, so there is no roadmap in this new part of the business. So, and look, the final secret, I think, to our success over the last few years has been NBCUniversal.
So with that, thank you so much, Jorge, again, and thank you, Cesar Conde.
Thank you for listening.